Question a lot of people have is, why is there so much pain and suffering in the world? Well, God gave it to me in a vision. Nobody ever promised us when we came here that we would be given a fair or an easy life. God sometimes puts us into a phase, a dark phase of struggle and pain and challenge. And it can feel in those times as though, how could He put us through this? What is the meaning to all this? But if you think about being here in terms of your soul's growth, without those dark periods and episodes of life and painful challenges, you would have never sought the light. You would have never looked for Him. Think about when you perhaps go to the gym or you're hiking up a mountain. It's hard, it's difficult. But the more you do difficult things and go through painful challenges, the more resilient and stronger you can ultimately become. Now, of course, you have free will, so you always get the choice as to whether you want to remain a victim to what you perceive to be a painful challenge, or you can use that pain and turn it into purpose and growth. And I'm not saying that that's easy. It is, in fact, incredibly hard and difficult for many. I'm just saying how it was given to me in a vision, that if we were to have it comfortable here all the time, then there's almost no point in being here, because there would be no growth in that. So yes, sometimes we are put into dark periods that are extremely challenging, because it is in those times that we seek out the light, something to hold on to. And it is in pain and challenge that the soul can transform and grow, and that we can be restored eventually into something transformed and new. We are here to level ourselves up, to continue to expand and continue to grow. And sometimes that means that pain and suffering then is necessary. Just tell you from a personal story, I was going through a very, very challenging time. I've had several very painful and challenging times in my life where I felt like I don't want to be here anymore. I'm not talking from a place of I don't know what I'm talking about. One time was back in 2011, 2012, after my father passed away, and it was when I couldn't sink any lower, when I had reached that point of I can't go down any further, else I won't be here, that I got down on my knees and I prayed. And that's when the only way after that was upwards, when I got out of the way of myself and surrendered and let God take over. And that journey has been going on ever since. We never know it all. None of us ever have the answers to everything. We're always learning, growing and expanding. And that is why we've come here. But like I said at the beginning, we were never promised when we came that it was going to be easy or fair. whatever you're trying to control by nature will get taken away from you. Whatever you're trying to constantly push can't come back to you. That's the laws of nature. So we can think that we're in control of everything. But in fact, everything has its season. You know that the sun comes up and goes down. It doesn't have to think about it. The tide comes in and goes out. Everything in nature works this way. We don't have to always be in control of everything. And like I said, when we do, whatever we're trying to control and force by nature will be taken away from us. And that is why our main focus must always be on God, our higher power, our creator, because there's something greater than us that knows better than we do. And when we step out of the way of ourselves and stop trying to figure everything out and be in control of everything, nature's already got it all in hand. It's about trusting and surrendering, even when we're going through periods of pain, difficulty, and suffering.